Hey guys, let's talk about political Islam today. Last week in Mississauga, there was a celebration. It was called, I have it here, Celebrate Ramadan Iftar 2018, Building Bridges of Love and Compass. I'm guessing that is compassion, but this is a big celebration that happened, and so it's a Muslim celebration, and what they did is they claimed it was an interfaith celebration, but really it's all about Ramadan, and I don't see how there was any interfaith in attendance there, given that they had a prayer, so a public prayer. So this is what I want to get to. There have been some videos that have surfaced on the internet that have this public prayer in it. And this is what I want to do the video about. It's about how Islam is using public displays of the faith to show its superiority. This is complete political Islam. So this is not the religious part. This is the political part, the dominant part, the part that wants to intimidate us and take over society. So what they did is they had this prayer, and I guess about 4,000 Muslims seemed to have lined up and then conducted the prayer in public place. So this was in the Mississauga Celebration Square. So it begs the question, why do you need a mosque then if you're just going to pray wherever? And this is where you can clearly see that it is an act of 100% political Islam. The goal of public praying is not to show their faith to their God. It is to show their dominance to the rest of us. So when you walk by and you see 4,000 people praying, it's a very intimidating event to witness. You feel awkward. You don't know if you're allowed to walk there. Are you allowed to talk? If your kid is screaming? Like it just puts everybody kind of on edge. Everybody who's not participating in the prayer, and it really makes you wonder, why do they need the mosque? So the mosque, that is where we have religious freedom in Canada. We say, you can come here, you can practice your religion. When we say that, the intent behind saying to you, practice your religion, means in the privacy of your own home. It doesn't mean to impose your views and your practices on everybody else who's in our community. It means you can practice your own faith in the privacy of your home, and we allow different faiths to build churches, synagogues, mosques, and you go and you practice your religion within those buildings if you need to practice it outside of your house. So that's the whole idea behind religious freedom. Religious freedom does not mean you can just intimidate the rest of the population whenever you feel like it with a large display of your faith. That is what is political Islam, and this is why you see no other religion in Canada that is out there doing any kind of public display like that. It's only the Islamic faith that does that. And there's a very simple reason for that, is because Islam is not a religion. Islam is an ideology. It has a religious doctrine that's part of the ideology, but it also has a political system. Now, the political system affects everybody. So even if you're non-Muslim, you might think, oh, well, Islam doesn't affect me. However, you're wrong. Islam will affect you. Islamic law is a lot about non-believers and how to treat them. And this is where Islam is a specifically dangerous ideology when you try to implant it in Western democracies like the one we have in Canada. It's incompatible, because Islam just says we want to take over, we want to dominate, and that Islamic prayer is an example of one of those domination tactics. So, I just don't want people to keep confusing the religion with the political side of Islam. And this is where us as Canadians and our politicians and our businesses, in order to protect our democracy and our freedom of speech, we have to make sure that we stop political Islam where we see it. So that would be as simple as saying to Muslims, look, you guys can't have a congregation in a park and have a mass prayer there. You should keep that for your mosque. And similar for Catholics. If Catholics wanted to go and have 6,000 people go and pray in a public park, we would say to them as well, no, this is part of your religion and you should really keep this at home or in your church. You have churches, go pray there. This is what we need to do in order to preserve our society, our culture, the way that we have it now, where we allow multiculturalism, but it does have limits. We cannot, because right now Islam is trying to take over and they're trying to show their dominance in their numbers. So please be aware of that. And I will keep putting out these videos that show the political side of Islam that we need to really watch out for. And hopefully we can get to our elected officials and get them to understand the political side and for them to side with us, the taxpayers mostly, that are asking that they simply refrain from allowing political Islam to be established in our society. So there you go, guys. I hope you have a nice day and I will see you soon.